Hare Krishna, welcome to Vedsarthi. Today we are going to learn Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 14. We have already completed understanding of the verses from Bhagavad Gita 1 to 13. You can refer to the videos in the playlist. Those set of verses from verse number 1 to 13 indicated the first theme here, that is preparation of war. Now today we are starting the next theme, that is signs of victory, beginning from verse 14 to 20. Bhagavad Gita 1.14. ततः श्वेतर्हयर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवाश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदद्मतुः. Tatah, thereafter, Shvetah, with white, Hayah, horses, Yukte, being yog, Mahati, in a great, Syandane, chariot, Stitau, Madhavaha, Krishna, Pandavaha, Arjun, the son of Pandu, Cha, also, Eva, certainly, Divyau, transcendental, Shankau, conch shells, Pradad Matuhu, sounded. Translation. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot, drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental conch shells. Let us now try to understand this verse from the Dua perspective, that is, discover, understand, and apply. The first discovery, Lord Krishna and Arjuna were stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses. Here we need to understand that Arjuna's position was unique, because Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, had agreed to become his charioteer. Basically, Arjuna is in relationship with Krishna through Sakhya Bhav. Sakhya means friendship. There are actually different relationships through which we can be associated with Krishna. We'll take those sometime in some other session, but as of now, we have to understand that it is through the relationship of friendship that Arjuna is associated with Krishna. Now, this specific friendship between them is not ordinary friendship that we see in the world today. This friendship between Krishna and Arjuna is transcendental. Although Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but out of love, he has agreed to serve his devotee. That is the sweetness of the transcendental relationship that devotees have with Krishna. Okay? So this position of Arjuna is unique. And then the chariot has been described as great chariot. So what is the greatness of the chariot? That we have to understand. So the special nature of the chariot that was used by Arjuna was that it was very powerful. It had great power and it could conquer the 3 worlds. Actually, Agni Dev had gifted Arjuna a special bow which is known as Gandiv, and 4 white horses, 1 chariot, and an invincible quiver. Quiver is basically the container in which arrows are kept. So the quiver which Agni Dev had gifted Arjuna had 2 specific arrows. These arrows had so much power that no warrior could counteract them. And also, Agni Dev had earlier gifted Sudarshan Chakra to Krishna. Now, what is the application? That we can also, reestablish our forgotten relationship with Krishna by surrendering to a bona fide spiritual master and engaging in loving devotional service. Actually, each and every living entity is connected with Krishna. But because of our association with this material world, life on life, we have forgotten that relationship. Krishna is not forgotten, but we have forgotten that relationship. Now, how to revive that forgotten relationship? That process is through devotional service. And how devotional service is to be carried out? That has to be carried out through under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Next discovery, the conch shells of Lord Krishna and Arjuna are referred to as transcendental. So this transcendental means divya. Okay, it is not material. Transcendental. Now, understanding everything in relationship with Krishna is transcendental, divya. The relationship between Krishna and Arjuna is divya. The conch shells that is used by both Krishna and Arjuna are also not material. They are divya or transcendental. So this sounding of the transcendental conch shells indicated that there was no hope of victory for the Kauravas because Krishna was on the side of the Pandavas. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Yesham Pakshe Janardana. Victory is always with persons like the sons of Pandu because Lord Krishna is associated with them. Now, application, we should walk on the path of dharma, then Krishna will be with us and we will be victorious in life. That is, we will attain the purpose of human life. Okay? Now, next understanding is that the blowing of the conch shell by Krishna and Arjuna signified their preparedness for the battle. Actually, conch shells are used for various purposes just before the battle or conclusion of the battle or announcing the victory. In temples also, conch shells are used just before the darshans of the Lord and Aarti. So there are various, purposes this conch shell is used, and it is very auspicious. Blowing of the conch shell is very auspicious. Another, very beautiful understanding, just as the sweet vibration of Krishna's flute attracts devotees to Vrindavan. Similarly, here on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the transcendental vibration of Krishna's conch shell attracted the devotees. So basically, the sound of Krishna's conch shell is very sweet to the devotees. Very, very soft and sweet to the devotees. And it gives happiness. It gives fearlessness in the devotees. Whereas for non-devotees, it's very hard and it induces fear. This is also one of the very sweet understanding of the transcendental vibration of the Krishna's conch shell. Now, next discovery, Lord Krishna is referred to as Madhav. What is the meaning of Madhav? Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, you'll find that Krishna has been addressed by different names. And all those names have, specific significance. As and when we come across the verses, I will be sharing with you what is the significance of that specific name being used in that verse. Similarly, Arjuna has also been referred to different names. And even those names have significance, which as we move ahead, we'll share verse by verse. Okay, so here, Lord Krishna is referred to as Madhav. Madhav means the husband of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi. Now, because Krishna is on the Arjuna side, on the Pandava side, so that means, Pandava's victory is assured. And also, where Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there because goddess of fortune never lives alone without her husband. Because Krishna is on the side of the Pandavas, Lakshmi Devi is on the side of the Pandavas. So victory and fortune both were on the side of Pandavas. Okay? And goddess Lakshmi is favorable to those who serve her husband, Lord Narayan. If one wants to enjoy Lakshmi and does not serve Narayan, like, the way Raman tried to do. What did Raman try to do? He wanted to enjoy Sita Devi and did not surrender to Shri Ram. So what was the, what happened to Ravan? Ultimately he was vanquished. So similarly, here Duryodhan, he wanted to enjoy Lakshmi in the form of kingdom and opulences, but he did not surrender to Krishna. Therefore, he did not get the grace of goddess Lakshmi. And he, along with all his, all his supporters, people, kings and, relatives who were supporting him, everybody, they all were vanquished. What is the application here now? That we should not be like Ravan and Duryodhan. We should never aspire to enjoy goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi belongs to Lord Narayan. We must always serve Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Tattva. We should always be ready to serve the Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Then we will get the favor of goddess Lakshmi. Next, Arjuna is referred to as Pandav. Understanding? Here Pandav refers to the son of Pandu. So here Arjuna is referred to as Pandav, indicating his great family heritage and responsibility. Now see here also specifically, Arjuna is being addressed with a specific name. That what is that name indicating? That is indicating great family heritage and responsibility of Arjuna. According to the Vedic culture, the king or the administrator is the representative of the Supreme Lord to look after the management of the Lord's will. After the battle of Kurukshetra, Pandavas headed by Maharaj Yudhishthira were established in their kingdom for the cultivation of dharma. So that was actually the mission of the Lord, to establish Pandavas in the kingdom for the cultivation of dharma. Okay? So that is actually the responsibility of the administrator, to ensure that he rules the kingdom according to the principles of dharma, and he ensures that in his kingdom, the people, they follow the principles of dharma. That is how, dharma will be cultivated. So this is the big responsibility of the Pandavas, for which, they were established by the Lord. And in Bhagavad Gita 1.1, Dhritarashtra had made the inquiry to Sanjay, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? So in the previous verses, Bhagavad Gita 1.2 to 1.12, Sanjay described the actions of Duryodhan, because Duryodhan was the chief among the Kaurava brothers. Okay, now in this specific verse, 1.14 onwards, Sanjay describes the actions of Arjuna. In response to the question, what did the sons of Pandu do? Sanjay has started describing the actions of Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna is the best among the Pandavas. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 37, Lord Krishna says, among the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Okay, so this is the understanding of Arjuna being referred to as Pandava. Now, application. It is the responsibility of every human being to cultivate Krishna consciousness and propagate the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to the mankind for supreme success. Okay, this is the responsibility for each one of us. In whatever state we are, we have to ensure that we are following the religion, the principles of dharma, we are cultivating Krishna consciousness, and also we guide others and propagate the teachings. That will give the highest benefit to all. Now, as we explained, that Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse number 14 to 20, the basic theme is signs of victory. So this is a table, when we move ahead with other verses, in this specific set of verses, we will add on and complete this table. Now, based on this specific verse, that is 1.14, the signs of victory which are provided here are, first, great chariot on which Krishna and Arjuna were seated. Second, transcendental conscience of Krishna and Arjuna. And third, Krishna being referred to as Madhav. Okay, so these are the three signs of victory which are given in verse 14. Now, subsequent verses, when we study, we will add on. Okay, that's all on this verse. We dedicate this channel and all these videos to our Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.